What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Happy Monday. Red days. Yesterday, Bitcoin started dropping. Over the weekend, it was kind of dropping. Let's see how low it can go. I don't think too much because a little firm called MicroStrategy just bought a lot of Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that. We're going to take a look at the charts, and I'm going to put some. We'll talk about speculate. We'll talk about some possible reasons why Bitcoin is dropping. Hint: manipulation. And we're going to take a look at altcoins. Some altcoins, one is coin, one is vibe, which I think can get to the billions. Priest, blob, census. So let's take a look at all them. Without further ado, let's do this. Okay, Bitcoin. All right, over the weekend, Sunday actually, it tried to come up, but it dropped back down. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger here. Look, 100,000 is inevitable. Okay, just so you know, this week I think we're gonna touch it. I thought maybe last week we would. We got so close. I think the high of 99,000. This one says around 820. I've seen some say 99,600. Just a few $100 away. However you want to see it, a couple hundred to a few $100 away from 100,000. It's gonna happen, guys. Okay. Today we're having a red day. Red days are opportunities. To me, this looks a little bit like manipulation because MicroStrategy buys 55,500 Bitcoin, or $5.4 billion worth of Bitcoin, and they keep buying, guys. And that should tell you something, okay? If these guys are buying that much Bitcoin, guys, what are you scared of? Okay, could it be some manipulation? Yes. Could it be, with that much buying, why is this down? Again, it could be manipulation. It could be market makers dragging this down a little bit, but they can't drag it down forever. Okay, the inevitable is going to happen. We're going to break 100,000 this week, next week. I'm going to say this week. If not this week, then next week. If not next week, then after that. Eventually, it's going to happen, and eventually, it's going to start moving up stronger. Okay, this isn't over. This up move like this isn't over. Could we consolidate for a little bit? Have the moves up been a little bit smaller? Yes. So I mean, maybe the consolidation might be a little bit longer here. All right. I don't know that we come all the way back down here. I don't think so. But it could be that we go up to 100,000, then come back down and consolidate for a little bit longer, and then start moving up in earnest again. Okay. So let's see what happens. We'll take it day by day. Let's take a look at the other stuff really quickly because we have to know what's going on there. All right. I really want to see the dollar below here. Okay, I really want to see the dollar below here. I want to see this hopefully be the top. And that the candle is doing this, and that right now we're having a red day. I mean, tomorrow it could shoot right back up, but let's see. Hopefully this is the top, and then we do start coming back down and doing what we've done for a while since 2023, July, September. Right, just oscillating in between this point up here, okay, represented by 106, and this point down. I mean, this line down here, represented by 100. Okay, so let's see if that is in fact the case. We do need that to happen, I think, for Bitcoin to continue moving forward. But the rest of the markets look good. Dow Jones, new all-time high. Nasdaq is having a red day, but it's moving up towards new all-time highs. This was all-time high previous to this one. Okay, and now I think it's eventually, sooner or later, going to print another one. S&P 500. I think it did an all-time high today, although it pulled back. Yeah, it did. Just touched it, and now it pulled back. See, that's all positive things, guys. Okay, these are things that I like to look at. Hopefully, this 2-year bond yield is turning over. That would be ideal. 10-year. Okay. This week might be kind of a slow week, but we'll see because Thanksgiving is on Thursday. Okay, that's a major U.S. holiday. Let's take a look at BTC dominance. BTC dominance is dropping, and others, what is others doing? Others is going up. Okay, that's positive. We like that. Although BTC dominance, I think, will continue to move up. I don't think it's peaked out at 60. I thought at one point we wouldn't even touch 60, or we would peak out at 60. But now, considering we have about 10, 12 months to go, I think we do go higher. Okay, so I mean, but we have time, right? We have 10, 12 months. So I mean, it could be that we just do this for a little while, hang out right here, boom, boom, boom. Others plays a little bit of a catch up, starts moving up some more, which means great things for our altcoins. And let's take a look at some of those altcoins for that. Oh, I should mention that some of these utility plays, the ones that I've mentioned to you, have moved up. One of them was RAI. I'm sorry. Look at that big move by RAI, a utility play, right? AI, and they've woken up. Okay, but that's normal. And then while they've woken up and money goes to them, the the memes, right? The memes, which is I've been like blasting to you guys lately, starts dropping or consolidating, right? They've been consolidating, and that's fine. That's normal. That's just money rotation going to different sectors. Okay, people maybe got tired of memes, or they're looking at other things like, okay, these utility plays look like they have some legs. I want to caution you guys, okay? Don't go chasing, right? Because you're always going to be one step behind if you keep chasing. And what ends up happening is the money all of a sudden leaves the rotation of utility plays. You bought at the high, and then utility plays start consolidating, and then they go into gaming, or they go back to Bitcoin, or they go back to meme coins, and meme coins start pumping. But you just took money out, put it in these ones that are consolidating. Now those things are going up. See, so you don't want to play that game, okay? Have some conviction. Spread the stuff around if you want, but now that these utility plays are hot, just make a note of what's moving and then wait for consolidation. Wait for consolidation, and if you want, put the money in there. Eventually, memes are going to pump again, guys. Believe that, okay? Memes are going to pump again. I would be just really honestly focused mostly on memes, guys, okay? You guys already know the ones I love mentioning. Migos, Toshi, Kiket, Dog and Me. Apple is a great buy price, okay? It's still at this area. I'd be nibbling right now, okay? I'd be nibbling. I don't know that we go too much lower. I think maybe this is kind of the floor right around here before eventually start moving up, okay? I think this one's going to do extremely well. All these ones that I'm bringing to your attention, I think they're going to do extremely well. Also, I wouldn't be bringing them to your attention, but let's take a look at some ones that I've talked on before, and maybe I haven't mentioned that, but I've mentioned in my Telegram group. But that's for the Spanish speakers. All right, here's one. I think Vibe yesterday started doing this, and now it started moving up. Okay, after this big drop, and I think maybe this is more or less somewhat the floor. It could start oscillating. It could come back down to this line right here. All right, you could probably see it a little better like this. Okay. On the 4 hour, maybe we could get lucky and catch it again at 0.0038, but I'm not sure. Right around here might be where it could be bottoming out. 9.3 million this morning. It was as low as 8.6, and market cap. Okay, 3.9 million in volume. There it is, the Vibe Cat. I think this thing has some legs. I think this thing could quite possibly get into the billions of market caps. Yeah, all right. And I'm getting more and more convinced of that. I would start building out a position. This is a good buy price under 10 million. If this thing's going to $1 billion, you'd be really happy to be buying here. It could drop down lower if the rest of the market drops, but I don't think the rest of the market is going to drop too much, guys. Okay, so just be nibbling. Next one, and Vibe Cat is on Solana. Okay, next one is Coin, right? Parity of Coinbase, Coin 6900. I've already mentioned to you, and I think maybe it could go down more on this line, but eventually somewhere around here is more or less where it's building a floor, and eventually I think it will start turning around. Look at that, 882,000 market cap. Great buying opportunity right now. 193,000 volume. The volume has dropped. I saw it as high as 600,000, but I think this one is going to do all right. I think the stock to crypto memes, the parities of these stocks, I think are going to do well. They're going to catch fire, so you really want to be accumulating now before the crowds come in. When the crowds come in, they're going to pump the price up, and that's when you want to get out. All right, another one, Priced. I've been playing around with Priced in the chat too. It's pretty interesting. This one, PRAIST. This is on Solana. It pumped up, dropped back down, and I think it's just basically consolidating before the next move up. I don't know how long it consolidates. 3.9 million in market cap, volume 806,000. Pretty good. People really like this one, and I think this one could take off as well. Blob is another one I just recently came across, and it is pretty cool. It's like kind of like a pet, kind of like those pets when you were kids. Not like My Pet Rock, but like those pets when you were kids that you have to like feed them and you have to keep them happy and all that stuff. This one is with AI, okay? And obviously crypto, 14.8 million market cap, 11.2 million in volume. Really strong numbers, guys. And look at this beautiful chart. While it's red, I would be buying because I think it still has a lot more legs, a lot higher to go. Okay. And another one, Census also on Solana. Blob was also on Solana. Okay. And although it's having a red day, and although this could just turn over and drop, maybe just a little nibble, maybe a small little position to see if this thing can catch fire. 5.3 million in market cap, 5.9 million in volume. Very nice numbers. And this chart, although it's new, and all these things are new because on purpose, right? Because the newer the coin, the better it will do in the bull run. This chart looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Having a pullback. Let's see how long this pullback is going to last, but maybe nibble a little bit and wait to see for it to move up if this thing has legs. But the numbers look promising, and I think we're going to leave it there. As Bitcoin just starts, well, we were just under 96,000 for a little bit, but let's see. I don't see them being able to bring it down too low. Okay, and this is still a very bullish pattern. Okay, that after this consolidation, maybe it goes a little lower, and then boom, reps up. I think this is doing just this, dropping, so they can get enough strength and momentum to break through that 100,000. I think we probably do it this week, if not next week. All right. We'll leave it there, guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow the channel, and all that stuff really does help. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Have a good one. Peace.